Hello and welcome to Connecticut Backcountry. I'm Gary. Today I wanted to talk to you about the ENO or Eaglenest Outfitters Onelink shelter system. The Eaglenest Outfitters Onelink shelter system. It's got the ProFly rain tarp, Guardian bugnet, Doublenest hammock, and Atlas suspension straps to protect the trees. What do I like about a hammock shelter system? The hammock shelter system is versatile. It's nice. You can use the tarp independently. You can use the hammock independently. You can use the Guardian bugnet with the hammock without the tarp. It's a good system and versatile. One of the best things I like about it is that you can turn unlevel terrain into a campsite. ProFly rain tarp is 70D nylon. It's 10.5 feet long and polyurethane treated. It's adjusted pretty easily when staked out. One problem I have with the tarp system is how it compares to the hammock. It's pretty close to the edges of the hammock, even when adjusted properly. My concern for that would be if there's a driving rain. I haven't slept out in it in the rain yet, but my concern would be if there's a driving rain from either side, you're probably going to get wet because there isn't enough or adequate coverage on the sides. You can adjust it so you don't get wet in a straight downpour. The Guardian bugnet, it goes on nice and easy. I quite honestly just gather up the ends, the open ends, unhook the carabiner, and slide the carabiner through it, and slide it down the length of the hammock, run the ridge line, then hook up the hooks to hang the bugnet. Super easy. Cannot complain about how the bugnet hangs. It is a little tight and can feel a little bit constricting when you're inside it. If you're claustrophobic, you might consider a different bug netting system, but for what it is, it works really well. I've hung in it, hung tight, and I have as of yet to get bit through the hammock or through the bugnet. The entry could be a little easier. I like hammocks that have the zipper across the bottom and can fold the bugnet over the ridge line, just because it gets it out of the way. If you want to use the hammock for the day just as a hammock, you actually have to undo the ends and slide them down slide the whole bugnet out of the way, because this in and out can be cumbersome. It obstructs your view and it's restricting. Overall, it's not bad. The Atlas straps are really straightforward. You have a single loop at one end and that piece goes around the tree. Tuck the strap through, and hang, and then gather your hammock and use the provided carabiners just to clip to the daisy chain. You can see the series of loops down. The length of the webbing afford some adjustment. You don't get fine adjustment, but they do afford some adjustment. It's a sturdy webbing. There is no stretch, there is no give. It's going to hold you without sagging overnight. This is the Eaglenest Outfitters Doublenest Hammock, and it is about 10 foot long, about 6.5 foot wide, made out of 70D taffeta nylon, and it's rated for up to 400 pounds. Right now I'm hanging a little bit low. ENO recommends about 18 inches, and I think I'm about 8 to 10. Oh, ENO recommends that you lay at a diagonal and have your suspension angle at about 30 degrees. Both solid recommendations. It gets you relatively flat and keeps the extra fabric out of your face. If I lay just like this, that's all I have is fabric in my face. What I like about the Onelink hammock shelter system is it's versatile. You can use all the parts independently. You can set it up on just about any terrain, and as long as you have 2 trees about 14 feet apart or nice level ground, you can have a shelter. I like the bugnet. It's a little tight, but you'll find that with any hammock bugnet anyway, I believe. The Atlas straps. The Atlas straps are great. They're a little heavy. There are better options, and better options that you can fine tune and are lighter, but I'm no gram weenie. Profly rainfly, in my opinion, could be a little bit longer. It'd be nicer if it was, say, 11.5 feet. That would help prevent some potential driving rain. It is nice. You get it nice and tight to the hammock. It stays out of the way well. I believe with 4 tie outs, it adjusts all right. I might believe that it would get a little floppy in the wind if it didn't have, since it doesn't have a center tie out point. But that would make it just that much more heavy, and I think it's sufficient for what it is. Hammock. As far as the hammock goes, the Doublenest hammock has a lot of fabric. It should be good for one person, but with one person, that fabric just folds over your face the entire time and it's just in your way. It would be nice if it wasn't. I don't mind being surrounded. I don't mind being covered. I don't like that it actually lays on my face. I feel like I'm being mummified. So that's about the long and the short of it. For $219, you can get an entry-level hammock setup and get out into the woods. Next Friday's video is going to be me making this hammock, so be sure to check it out. Have a good day.